Explosions devastate New York City. Sam inquires if that was a nuke. Delvin says he heard them say something about finishing the sweep and they had an American accent. They open the bunker and find that the area is completely sealed off by material tunnels. Marilyn tries to convince Eva to sleep with Josh, warning her that in time men will want her body. When they enter the locked room, a scuffle ensues and Mickey shoots Devlin. Even after bracing himself, he fails to cut Delvin. Josh and Bobby force Eva to do it, leaving her distraught. Eva sends Sam to retrieve the gun while she cuts the power to distract Bobby and lures Josh away with the promise of her body. Sam finds the gun, but drops it and Bobby tries to take it. He already had his suspicions, but with that it was clear, Sam shoots Adrian. While Sam and Mickey attempt to put the fire out, Eva decides to escape. She breaks through the toilet into the septic tank below, while Mickey and Sam are trapped and fall victim to the growing flames. Explosions devastate New York City. The residents of the apartment block rush down the stairs to flee the building, only to be forced into the basement by further explosions. Only 8 of the residents manage to force their way into the building's bunker before the janitor, Mickey, locks the door. He turns on the generator and the lights. The group gets used to the cramped conditions while Mickey enforces his rule over the bunker, declaring that they must not open the door under any circumstances until the radiation has subsided. A little girl, Wendy, comes to Mickey and tells him she does not want to stay here. "Well, sweetie, if you leave, your face will melt away." Her mother, Marilyn, takes her in stride. Sam inquires if that was a nuke. Mickey says definitely and blames other ethnicities. Delvin asks what Mickey's plan is for getting out of this situation. "You want to survive? Listen to me." Eva asks if anyone has a signal. Adrian already tried, no luck. Mickey tosses the radio to Delvin to try. Mickey shows everyone the basement, storage cells, his room and bathroom. When asked why he has so many mattresses, he says he's the supervisor of the apartment building. Bobby remarks that the toilet is disgusting. Mickey says it's called saving water. Mickey shares with his stash of canned beans to feed everyone. Delvin is still trying the radio, but there's only static. The group feels trapped, and after asking how much longer they have to stay here and get the same answer, as long as Mickey says, Josh and Bobby decide to leave on their own. Mickey yells to get away from the door, grabs an axe and swings it at Josh. No one leaves. Bobby and Josh have major tension with Mickey. Sam sees that Eva still has his card and starts telling her that they will get through this because they love each other. Eva has not known Adrian long and looks disinterested. While Mickey is heating up the beans, Josh complains that he eats the same crap every day. When Mickey puts him in his place and says he's feeding them his supplies, Sam flies into rage and starts throwing a tantrum. How can he talk about beans when everyone is probably dead outside? Tensions escalate and Mickey stands up and slaps him across the face. Mickey calms Wendy down by showing her a magic trick with his finger. Suddenly a noise at the door startles everyone. Mickey shouts to turn off the lights. Something is wrong. Someone from outside is burning a hole in the door. Some get hopeful, thinking it's a rescue and they'll finally get out. Delvin pulls back. The door opens and 4 unknown men in hazmat suits come in with radiation detectors and rifles. They incapacitate Marilyn and kidnap young Wendy, carrying her out of the bunker. They do not answer any of the group's questions. The group scrambles and the intruders start shooting at them. One intruder grabs their water supply. Eva is discovered in the shower, but Delvin repeatedly beats him with a sledgehammer. Mickey stabs one of the intruders, grabs his gun and shoots another from behind. He turns on the lights and locks the door with a chain. Adrian is shot in the arm and bleeding profusely. Eva treats Adrian's wound, but he can barely use his arm. It's clear they are attracted to each other. Eva later finds Sam, who is traumatized. Mickey tapes the door shut again. They speculate who the attacker might be. Delvin says he heard them say something about finishing the sweep and they had an American accent. Marilyn has woken up and is trying to get out of the bunker to get her daughter. As everyone tries to calm her down, she goes crazy and gets locked in one of the rooms. As Delvin fiddles with the radio, he notices something in Mickey's pocket, a sausage. He's holding out food on them. Sam is completely freaked out. Ava seems to be the only one sympathetic to Marilyn. She brings her food and Marilyn says Wendy was all she had left. The group decides to go in search of Wendy. Josh agrees to put on one of the hazmat suits. They open the bunker and find that the area is completely sealed off by material tunnels connected to some sort of lab, where he sees other intruders. They do not seem to suspect that he's not one of them. They have bottled up body parts and baskets of hair. In the next room, children are being incubated and he finds Wendy with her eyes taped. At that moment, the intruder comes and checks his ID. He cuts off Josh's oxygen supply. He manages to escape the lab and shoots a few of them, losing his gun in the process. He heads back to the bunker. Josh is in distress and explains what he saw. He apologizes to Marilyn, breaking her heart. Sounds come from the door. Intruders are welding them in. Some time passes before they get used to their life underground. 2 bodies of intruders begin to decay. Josh begins to suffer the effects of radiation exposure. Ava visits Adrian's room and talks about their lives before the disaster, how they were neighbors and how much she liked him. They go for a kiss, but Sam arrives and interrupts them. The group decides to chop up the bodies and throw them into the sewer. Mickey grabs the axe and hands it to Bobby. After chopping for a while, Bobby comes to the group, declaring in a nonchalant way that the axe is blunt, but he still managed to get the job done. Marilyn finds emotional support by forming an intimate relationship with Bobby. When Delvin passes Mickey's room, it is empty. As he begins to relieve himself, he hears a lock noise. Upon further further inspection, he finds Mickey in his room and starts pestering him with questions about how he got there or what he has in his pockets. Mickey throws him out and sends him packing. Delvin tells everyone what he experienced. The group searches Mickey's room. When he comes back, he wants to know what's going on. Delvin says that his room is now their room. Mickey sullenly says that they will regret this. They find out that Mickey used to steal stuff from their apartments. Delvin found his ball and Josh found his utensils. After such a long time in isolation underground, they have found some kind of happiness in Mickey's room, the TV. Marilyn and Bobby find their own little way to cope with their situation. Eva finds them and offers to listen to Marilyn's problems. Marilyn tries to convince Eva to sleep with Josh, warning her that in time men will want her body. The group becomes more and more angry with Mickey as resources become scarce. Mickey punches Josh. Bobby, Josh and Adrian want to overthrow authority as they are sure Mickey is hiding something. Delvin grabs a taser and goes to confront Mickey. Eva spots him. In Mickey's room, Delvin discovers his locked safe room and demands Mickey open it. Eva witnesses all of this happening. When they enter the locked room, a scuffle ensues and Mickey shoots Devlin. The group does not believe Mickey's argument of self-defense. They knock him out and tie him to a chair. Eva tosses the machine gun into the toilet septic tank to prevent Josh from using it. The increasingly sick Josh and the deranged Bobby torture him to learn the code to the locked door. A huge commotion ensues between all the members, but no one can stop Josh and Bobby. They cut off his finger and he gives them the code. Marilyn has gone crazy. The locked room is full of supplies. So far the group has only eaten canned beans. They are relieved to see so much food and water. Bobby leads Mickey into a room and shows him a magic trick he performed for Wendy with his finger. He takes a crap right in front of him and whispers softly in his ear, "Now you're not alone," before locking him in isolation. After a while, Josh is seen getting sicker and sicker. Bobby and Josh have seized the authority and both are physically and emotionally abusing Marilyn. When Marilyn tries to get some affection from Bobby, he knocks her down and tells her to stay, like a dog. Josh makes it clear that he wants Eva, and Sam is unable to stand up for her. Eva and Sam try to protect Marilyn from Josh and Bobby, but they cannot. Eva has an emotional breakdown. At first, Sam tries to comfort her, but then he rather begs her to sleep with him and then tries to force it. Marilyn applies excessive makeup to get the boys to pay her some attention. Eva witnesses a gruesome scene involving Marilyn, Bobby, and Josh. Marilyn comes growling to Eva and Sam. There are no more words to describe her mental state. She is like an empty shell. She is dragged back, and when Eva tries to run after her, Adrian stops her. They give each other a look and Sam sees it. Josh calls Eva to talk. He gives her their own food to ration. When she asks if that's for all three of them, he replies no, Mickey is fasting. Josh says he's open to barter if she wants more, implying if she's willing to sell her body. While Eva is assigned to watch Mickey, Mickey reveals that there is a gun hidden in his safe room. When Eva asks Sam to help her get the gun, Sam berates her. Later, Sam barks for Bobby and Josh and gets a treat thrown at him. When Eva arrives, she sees that Marilyn has been beaten up. They invite Eva to a game of truth or dare for rations. She accepts and chooses truth. When asked if she loves Sam, she answers yes. The situation at the table tightens, and when Sam tries to resolve it, he is yelled at by Josh to play along too, and he should do a dare, go chop up Delvin's body, and smashes the axe on the table. Sam fought back, but he still is emotionally forced to do it. Even after bracing himself, he fails to cut Delvin. Josh and Bobby force Eva to do it, leaving her distraught. Josh and Bobby, both losing their hair due to illness, shave their heads. Bobby is crying. He wears a woman's robe and puts on makeup. Josh also affects him. Mickey informs Eva that there is another way out of the bunker, through the septic tank. Eva tries to get the gun, but cannot get past the two of them. She finds Marilyn's body. The two of them have beaten her to death. Eva notices that her hair is falling out and realizes that she is also sick. The shelter does not protect her from the outside world because the door is broken. Eva sends Sam to retrieve the gun while she cuts the power to distract Bobby and lures Josh away with the promise of her body. Sam tries to open the locked room, but they have changed the code. Bobby startles him. He wants to use Sam to satisfy his pent-up desire. Josh gets suspicious and hits Eva. Bobby opens the door and Sam finds the gun, but drops it and Bobby tries to take it. Sam kicks Bobby, grabs the gun and tells him to march. Josh tries to force himself on Eva, but she escapes with Adrian's help. Everyone yells instructions to Sam. He realizes Eva is yelling for him to give Adrian the gun. He already had his suspicions, but with that it was clear. Sam shoots Adrian. Josh brutally beats Sam up. Bobby turns on Josh and is about to shoot him when Eva slits his throat with a can lid. Eva frees Mickey, who shoots Josh. Mickey has been wheelchair bound for so long he can barely stand on his feet. Josh smashes an oil lamp and lights himself on fire, causing a fire in the shelter. While Sam and Mickey attempt to put the fire out, Eva decides to escape. She retrieves the hazmat suit and locks herself in the safe room. They cannot open the door. Josh and Bobby changed the combination and they do not know it. She breaks through the toilet into the septic tank below, while Mickey and Sam are trapped and fall victim to the growing flames. Eva emerges from the septic tank into the remains of the city. She stares blankly at the devastation of what once was New York City.